No, go lay down, B. Thank you.
Hey Rapunzel, how are you? Good. Good to see you.
No, sit.
Hi Linda Church, I see you on here.
Hi.
Gosh, it seems like forever between Rep Fest and everything else. Like we haven't had a new rep training in a few weeks. It's time.
Here.
Melody is on here. Hello, Melody. How are you, my friend?
Oh my goodness.
It's just the weekly test.
I know. Oh no.
Hey, Linda Church, while I have you on here, I got your welcome pack back in the mail.
Yeah, I was going to tell you I had not got it again.
I got it when I got back from Rep Fest. It was sitting here, and it said undeliverable, cannot forward. And I'm like, wait a minute, Linda hasn't moved. She didn't say anything about moving.
No, I'm still here.
I'm telling you, the Postal Service, I know why they say people go postal.
I know.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I get it. So, listen, I sent it out. It actually went out today a third time.
Tell me the address you sent it to.
Okay, well, I don't have it in front of me now because I sent it. But I sent it to the one that you have on your Avon account.
Okay, well, then that's got to be right because I'm getting my orders.
Well, that's what I said. I think she'd be telling me if she wasn't getting it. So
yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
that. So let's hope, fingers crossed, it's you and 2 other reps. And what's really weird is they all went out on the same time. I sent 16 out and 3 of you came back. And it was you and it was Karma and it was, I forget who the other chick was. But it didn't say like moved. It just said undeliverable. And it said cannot forward. And I'm like, well, where are you forwarding it to?
I'll wait for it.
Luckily, I got it back, but we're hoping here this week. Hopefully, you'll get it. So when you do, I'm thinking positive.
Okay.
When you do, can you just let me know that you got it?
I sure will.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, we're going to give this one more minute, ladies, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so welcome to the August 6th. Happy August, everybody. We just got back from Rep Fest from National Convention in Columbus, Ohio. Can I say that the things that are coming are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You're going to love it. It is just crazy, crazy, crazy exciting. I, for myself, 14 years in Avon, and I have not seen a Christmas like this in about 7 years. So I am very excited about what's coming. Our kids line is back, not just the bath products, but we have unicorns and dinosaurs, and we have kids pajamas, and we have bath bombs. Bath bombs are coming. They are so big, and I've always said, why don't we have bath bombs? And Avon says, guess what? We're going to give you bath bombs. So they did, and some of them are stocking stuffers, like they have dinosaurs, and the bath bomb is the belly, and unicorn, so they're stocking stuffers, so very cool. They'll also have some for us adults, too, who just happen to like the whole bath bomb thing. So that's exciting. We have pink flamingos for Christmas. We have penguins for Christmas. We have churches that light up and move and village scenes. The dated plates are back. So I think that as you see this come out in the demo books, And let's be sure that everybody knows what that is, because some people have signed up with the $10 kit. And my understanding is if you signed up for the $10 opportunity, they did not send you guys these things. So let me look here. Let me bring out my folder here. Let's start with this. Let's see, where's this other one? So if you don't already have my email, and you should, molly7720@gmail.com. That is where you're sending the live or replay email letting me know, hey, I was on and I want to be in the raffle, Molly. That's all you got to say. Put me in, coach, that type of thing. Put me in, coach. I was live or on the replay. Molly7720. So this is what the these are what the what's new look like. These are demo books for anybody who's watching this and hasn't seen it. If you joined for $10, you didn't get one of these, okay? But you don't have to order them, because when you place your orders, you get the next one automatically in your order. You can also view these online at youravon.com so that you know. But everything that's coming, for instance, this one is actually for campaign 20, but you can order the demos from campaign 18 and 19. So for anything you want to demo in 20, you have to order it in the 2 campaigns ahead, if that makes sense. So 18 and 19, okay? And if you are just a representative who is not sales titled to PC or above, you are allowed 1 of each thing in the book. But if you title to PC, you get 3 of those. So you know how you look at lipsticks and you're like, but I want all the colors. But they don't let you have that if you haven't gotten the PC. So you got to get the PC. You can get all the colors. This is Satan. Let's see. And I love this. By the way, they gave us all this new product that's coming out, the Hydra Fusion. OMG. We all got this in our swag bag. We got the serum part, not the others. This is going to be big. Lee and I have both been using this. It has a raspberry antioxidant in it. It is about hydrating your skin. That's what it's all about. So when you hear people talk about dry skin, when you hear people talking about they're out in the element all the time and their skin is abused, I got to tell you, get this as one of your demos. Love this. It's also coming out with an in-shower mask. No more of those masks where you put it on and have to wait for 15 minutes. You put this bad boy on in the shower, and then as soon as you're getting ready to get out, you just rinse it all off. So they are thinking, who has time for all that? They also are having a depuffer that they say, and I don't know personally, haven't tried it yet, but they're saying that you will see results almost instantly with this depuffer. So we have a lot of new things that are coming that if you're just starting, you're on this call, you've been with us 15 campaigns or less, we have some things that you are going to be blessed enough to be part of from the beginning. So really take a look at this. People say, Molly, how do you learn about the products? How do you really know what these products will do? Although the brochures will tell anybody that, they always tend to tell us more in the what's new about these products. Maybe what's in a fabric, maybe, you know, sometimes where the idea of the product came from. But for things like your makeup, things like your skincare, it lets you know what the purpose is, what it will help and what it won't help. So I always use this to better educate myself. We also know fall is getting ready to come, and we're starting with the apple and the pumpkin spice. And the one thing you will learn about Molly, if you were following her, she loves her pumpkin spice. Okay, I just do. Pumpkin spice lattes, to be completely clear, and why they're not available all year long, I will never know. That's all I'm gonna say about that, but that's how I feel. Also, salted caramel apple is coming. They're gonna have some real good specials on like samples for perfumes, and you know, they're getting away from the swatches. The swatches used to be really big, and then they found out that when you're rubbing it on your skin, it can change how it smells. So Avon said, we need to get away from that. It's okay to have a scratch and sniff or something, but these are little vials that are on there, so all they have to do is spray it on them, because we all know that what smells good on one person may not smell good on the other person because their body chemistry could be different. But I love this, that normally you will get a pack of 5 for $2.25. In the campaign What's New 20, I said this was, they're going to be $1.50 a pack. So that's really good. So I always try to stock up for stuff like that. They also are going to have their samples, skincare samples on sale, regularly $2 each. They're going to be 99 cents a package. So that is a good thing. Many of you who have started on the $10 sign up to get hooked up with Avon, the beauty sampler packages, you've received a couple of these, and you have ways to earn a few more. But you can also buy these out of the demo book, which is really cool. So I know your next question. What do you do with these, Molly, when you do that? And I got to tell you, there's a lot of different things I do with them. If I have a team member, a lot of times I'll see they did really good on their first orders. I will reward them with one of these and send them. But when I talk to you now, I talk to you kind of like, what do I do for my customers? What did I do to help build my business? And I have a customer base of over 400, but I've been doing this for 14 years. And I have to be honest, I started with a customer base of 0. I was the big loser that their family would not buy from them. Their friends would not buy from them. I mean, look, I just knew I was going to get all this support from the people who were going to love me. Never did that happen. Thank you. They thought I was crazy. What you doing with this little lipstick thingy? What you doing selling this stuff? And I learned very quickly that my best customers came from, in all honesty, a lot of people that I didn't know. I shared the brochure with them. They loved Avon. That's all I needed. I just needed some people who loved Avon and didn't want to judge me for what I was doing. There's a lot of judgment from people that when you say, hey, I'm starting my own business, I'm going to be an Avon rep, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and people go, yeah, okay, right, good luck with that. And immediately, instead of going to cry, well, I did cry about it a couple times when they did it, that honesty, but then I was like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to make this a business that's going to count. I am going to make this self-sufficient. I did not know how I was going to do it, but I knew I had the determination to do this business. So for my customers, I wish they had had something like this little sampler pack, because in here, there's no limit with how many that you get. If you get one, they are, let me tell you, what did they say this is? Hold on one second. I know it tells us how much. Okay, so the lipstick they put in there is an $8 value. The night cream they put in there is a $12 value. The serum is a $9 value. The Skin So Soft body lotion is a $250 value. So think about this. $31.50 worth of products in something that even if you just bought one, it costs you $6. $6, and you are giving them $31 worth of products. Or you can get 5 of them for $27, okay? So I sit there and I'm thinking, that's pretty good. So when I had somebody who purchased $50 worth of products from me now, and I want to reward them, I drop one of those in the bag. And I have to tell you, you're not then trying to say, here, I want you to use this lipstick, or here, I want you to use this lotion.
You're not making great food.
Don't pick it up.
I lost my sound.
So did I.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Molly, you're muted.
Uh-oh.
I don't think she knows.
No, I don't think so either. Well, how did...
Molly, you're muted.
you see anybody?
Mm-hmm.
In here. Is she
How
still
about
talking?
now? You hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I heard y'all. Molly, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Molly. I heard you. Don't you read lips? Come on now. Let's read the lips here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. Zoom has been going crazy on me all day. Okay, so you're giving them kind of a smorgasbord of trying different things. You know, sometimes people don't try things because, to be real honest, they don't want to pay the $8 or the $12 to try something. They hate returning stuff. And in reality, now we're giving them these smaller sizes, and it's amazing to me. I get the feedback from my customers who say, I can't believe I've been buying products from you for 10 years, and I have never tried this Skin So Soft, Soft and Sensual lotion. I love it, and I love the smell. And I'm thinking, well, daggone, what does that say for me? I should have introduced them to it a long time ago. So I find that these open up the door for conversations, and that's what samples are for. I think the biggest helpful hint that somebody gave me a long time ago was, Molly, when you give somebody samples, don't just throw them in the bag. Be specific about your samples. And when I say be specific, I mean, a lot of times what I will do is I will look at the book that I'm getting ready to give them. And what I will do is go, okay, do I want to do a skincare sample? Do I want to do a perfume sample? And whatever it is that I want to do for samples, I will normally look and say, is there a deal in here for that sample? Like if lipsticks are on sale, I'm going to definitely put a lipstick sample in there. But I don't just throw it in the bottom of the bag. I will tape it to the page. I will take it, put that little tube of lipstick right there on that page. And, you know, and I will tell them, hey, I've left a sample of a few things that are on sale in the book. Try them. And as far as the lipstick goes, if you don't like the color, but you like the lipstick, I can get you other colors. So I would say be specific. Be very specific about your samples. You don't know how many people that you give somebody a sample, and once they get their stuff out of there and they know they've looked at everything they have, then what happens is they just throw it away. They don't know that sample's in the bottom of the bag. So my samples go in my book. Some people call that a lumpy brochure. And I try not to give them too many. You'll hear some people go, I put a sample in there for everything. I don't do that. I'm not saying you can't, but I like them to be concentrated on one thing in that campaign. I want them to try that product. And then I like to say, hey, were you able to try that skincare product I left a sample in your brochure for? What did you think of it? Because if they tell you, well, Molly, I woke up and it kind of made my skin oily when I woke up, then I know I need to next time give them something that is lighter, that is not a cream, but maybe is a lotion. Or if somebody will say, I really like the lipstick, but I really don't like, the Cherry Jubilee was a little too dark for me. Okay, now I know what they like, and I document that. A lot of you who are getting welcome packs from me, and a lot of these have gone out in the last couple of days, a lot of you who are getting these from me, you will notice that I give you this customer list to help keep your customer base in order. Because, when you got 4 customers, you can pretty much keep up with that. But when you have 40 customers, it's hard to keep up with who'd you give a brochure to, who ordered last campaign, who hasn't ordered in the last 3 campaigns. And with this sheet that I give you, you can keep up with that. But the other thing is there's a remarks section. It lets you know, what do they like? Are they really into the perfumes? Are they into the skincare? Are they really just a home and fashion person? Maybe it's the jewelry that turns them on. You really have to get to know your customers. That's number one. Like if I see somebody wearing jewelry, like they got a matching necklace, earring set on, I'm in the grocery store, I'm waiting in line like everybody else. I always have that extra brochure ready to say, I see that you are a jewelry lover. Are you aware that my company has a mass selection of jewelry? And by the way, the selection changes every 2 weeks. And people are astounded. They don't realize that that's what we have. Or maybe it's, have you seen the fact that we have a fashion section now? And by the way, we are servicing sizes from small, extra small to 3X. We are a lover of all sizes in this company, and we believe that everybody deserves to look as beautiful as they want to. And I think that speaks volumes for our company. But what happens is, if they used to buy from us before, there was a time when our stuff didn't go up past a 16, past an 18. Matter of fact, they didn't even make allowances for somebody who was smaller than a small. And now they do. So I just feel like they've really opened their eyes to make us that full service catalog, whether people are ordering from us online or they're ordering from us in person. So samples can be a really great thing. So those samplers, I would say, get a couple of packs of them. Or for those who have joined with the $10 opportunity, you can break those up too. You can break those up and say, you know what, $31 worth of product. I like the lipstick. I'm going to keep the lipstick, but I'm going to share this other stuff and say, hey, who would like the vitamin C? Who would like the serum? Who is looking to brighten their skin? Who's always talking about their skin? You know, it's always flaking. It always has a dull effect. How can I help that person? Some people just want to jam brochures in people's faces. I tell people, listen. Listen to what their concerns are.
Right.
Then you don't just give them a brochure. You are able to turn them on to the products that they're really looking for. I mean, we're like the Sears Wish Book used to be every Christmas, but we're that way every 2 weeks. 200 pages worth of great products. But what do they like? I mean, I do have people who, they've never bought makeup from me. They've never bought the skincare from me or the perfume, but boy, do they love our fashion. Or some people who just love our jewelry. Then I have some who are a lover of everything, and I'm okay with that. I have people who only buy from me in the summer because of the bug guard. I'm okay with that. I've got people who just love the deodorant, and they buy 25 and 30 of those bad boys at a time. That's okay. If they don't want anything else, that's cool. But when they want their deodorant, I want them to buy from me. So listen and see what it is that they love, and then turn them on to what we have to share with them. Brochures are definitely the way to do that. Somebody asked me the other day, you know, well, Molly, you know, they've been in probably 6 months. And I said, how many brochures do you get? Because they said, I'm just really not obtaining more customers. I said, well, how many customers do you have now? And they said, well, I have 5 customers right now. And, you know, they order like every other campaign, and that's good, but I'm not getting more. How many brochures do you get? And they said, I get a pack of 10. So my question to them was this. If you have 5 customers that you have to get a brochure to every campaign who are already established, and then you have to keep 1 for yourself, that's 6. So that leaves you with 4 more brochures. Now, it's been said that for every 10 to 15 brochures that you give out, you'll probably get 1 customer who will establish in that campaign. So that means if she's got 4 extra brochures to give out, it's going to take her 4 to 5 campaigns before she establishes another customer to add to that 5. So if you're really looking to establish a customer base, you want to invest in the brochures. Now, again, with my packets that come to you, I have the brochure cost list, and you'll see that the more you get, the cheaper they are. People say, Molly, how many brochures do you get? And I'm like, well, I used to buy, don't fall out of your chair. About 2 years in, I used to buy like 700 or 800 brochures a campaign. I know, Rapunzel, girl, I know, but you got to hear what I did with these bad boys, okay? So don't judge me. Here we go. Let me tell you what I did. Hold on. So this is what happened. I was the girl who had 2 jobs. I had a full-time job that, you know, I worked 40 to 60 hours at. Single mom, lost my home. If you guys have seen the YouTube, you know my story. But I also delivered newspapers at night. So my day was kind of like, I would get my boys up, get them ready for school, take them to school, then I'd have to go to work, come home, get them dinner, get the homework done, get them showered, put them to bed, and then I'd have to go back out at midnight and deliver papers till 5 in the morning and then start all over again. So I did that paper thing twice a week. So that meant 4 days out of the week, man, I was pretty zombied out on those days afterwards when I came home. I heard everybody talk about they shared at their jobs. Well, I was a one-girl office, so that wasn't going to happen. They said, well, I shared it with all my friends. I was going through a divorce. Nobody knew who wanted to be my friend or my ex's friend. Okay, and I just did not have time for all that. But what I did know is there were a lot of people in the world. And even though I felt like I didn't know them, I thought, what did I love about Avon? And I said, I loved the brochure. It didn't matter that I could look at stuff online when that finally came into being. There was nothing like getting my brochure hanging on my door, whatever it may be, on my mailbox, my representative, who many of you have heard from her, Mary Ann Penn. She's my upline. I was her customer for 15 years before I decided life had changed enough and I needed an opportunity. So think about that. I'd get my brochure, and it wouldn't matter if I could buy or not, because I was broke as we'll just leave it there. I was broke. And I was broke, and I would still page through them brochures. I mean, I would be like, that, you know, your dog ear and everything. Oh, yeah, I'd like to have that, and oh, boy, that. And I just knew I wasn't going to have like $3 to spend, but I love to look through the brochure. I don't think that I was too far off. I seriously don't. I think that there's a lot of people like me, and I proved that. Because on those nights that I had to go deliver papers and I was bagging up 500 papers to deliver to people that night, the great thing was that I had bagged up 500 brochures. And I started with just my paper customers who, may I add, did not know who I was because I was delivering at 3 in the morning. They did not know I was their paper person. So I would put the brochure or put the newspaper either in the box if they had one, or a lot of times we threw them in the driveway. Well, right beside that, I threw an Avon brochure beside it, bagged it up in Avon's little clear literature bags and had my info on it. And so that first night, 500 books. And I said, please, Jesus, just one, please. That's what I was hoping. And that was the one time, the one and only time in 14 years that I had 7 people call me within 48 hours and placed an order with me. My first order with Avon, $53. I think after I bought books, I made $1.27. Let me be clear. I did not make much, so I knew I had to get to work. But my next order was $300 because of those people. Now, I've got to be honest with you. Again, I said, oh my God, this works. I just need to put brochures in everybody's driveway. And that is what I did a couple of times a week. But the next time I did it, I got 0. But 2 months down the road, a lady called me and said, hey, you know, I have your brochure. I can't even tell you how long I've had it here, but there's this cream that I wanted to try. And I said, where do you live? And when she told me, I said, oh my gosh, I think I did that neighborhood like 2 months ago. So I planted the seed, and somebody called once they found it under the pile of newspapers that they had on their table because they looked at the brochure again. So I guess in a nutshell, and look, I am not telling you to go out and buy 500 brochures. When I first started, I used to purchase 100 brochures every campaign because I could get 100 brochures for less than $100. I'm sorry, less than $20. But now think of it this way. Now you can get, 14 years later, you can get 100 brochures for $22.49. They haven't gone up much, which is great. So I made a commitment with myself. I said, I'm going to take 10 brochures a campaign every 2 weeks. And with those 10 brochures, I had to do what I call to this day hand-to-hand combat. I hated walking up to people. I was the girl who just wanted the customers to come to me because they knew, and I didn't have to go talk to nobody. That was me. I know you'd never believe that with me now, right? Okay, I get it. I have grown, but I didn't want to. So what would happen? On the day before I was supposed to put my order in, I would look back behind my seat and I'd go, crap, I have 8 brochures left. I made a commitment to hand these to 10 people. I had only done 2. So I would do crazy stuff like go to the post office and act like I was going to mail a letter, but I wasn't. But I had an envelope because I had all those bills in my front seat that I was not paying, okay? And so I would take it in there and act like I was going to mail a letter, and there were like 15 people in line, and they were all yelling because there was only 1 open, and there were like 4, yeah, you know, you've been there. And so while they were complaining, I thought that was an opening. So I said, I know. I cannot believe they won't open up another line either. What's wrong with this place? They need to be like Target. They say if there's more than 2 people in line, they're going to open another line. What's wrong with the post office? And I said, but you know what? I've got something that's going to make your day a little bit easier. I said, I'm an Avon representative. Would you like an Avon brochure? I said, we can at least pass the time away looking at some really nice stuff. Everybody said yes. So I gave it to 2 people. And then them ladies up there said, well, honey, you got another one? Hand me one. And I'm like, okay. So before I knew it, so in the meantime, the line's moving forward and it's my turn. So I had to act like I forgot my wallet, which I did because it was in the car. And I said, oh my gosh, I forgot I was going to buy stamps. Here I've given all 8 away. One lady gave me her order in line, okay, in line, gave me an order. And I said, man, I do some crazy stuff, but it's starting to pay off a little bit. So again, there I was, 8 brochures, 1 person, okay? So I have many stories I'm going to tell you in the coming weeks. I'm not telling you all of them because you won't come back. So that's just how that's going to be. But that's how I started. And that was in the first, like, probably 6 campaigns that I was, and my orders gradually just started going up. And what I did notice was I found some customers who still to this day will order from me every single campaign. They just love Avon and they have that kind of money, and that's okay. Some will order every other campaign, but the majority of my customers order every 3rd to 4th campaign. They're running out of something really caught their eye. And I was really not good at following up. I just kind of let people call me. And I found out very quickly that when I would go deliver a book, somebody would say to me, oh, Molly, I really wanted something from the last campaign. I just got busy and I forgot. And I learned, you dumb, what are you doing? Stop thinking you're bothering people and follow up. And it was really simple. Look, we didn't have texting and everything back then. I'm showing my age, okay? I'm showing my age. We had texting and everything back then. So I had to pick up the phone to call them. And when I started calling people going, hey, it's Molly, just wanted to let you know I'll be putting in my order in 24 hours. So if there's anything you'd like, please give me a call, grab that book now and let me know what you want. My orders increased 50%. And they always started the same way. Molly, thank you so much for the reminder because I knew I needed something, but I had gotten busy. So brochures, people, but follow up. I'm not telling you to make a nuisance of yourself, guilt people into buying, but there's a way to just say, hey, I know you said you loved Avon, but I put my order in tomorrow, so if there's anything you want, I didn't want you to have to wait for 2 more weeks. Let me know. Now, the majority of the time, people in my area, they were working, so I really didn't get them live. Now, in the world of text, which everybody looks at their text. I love texting. Don't got to dial the numbers. Don't got to remember the numbers. Don't got to break out the list. Put them in my phone. Put them in a group. I know. And now it's the same thing. I use this app now that's called Shuffle. And it's like a virtual business card. and I get 10 cards, and I think it's $20 a month that I pay. But I have one for recruiting. I have one for, are you looking for an Avon representative? But I have one that shows the campaign and the picture of the campaign and what we're zooming in on. And it says, hey, just a reminder, my order goes in on Monday. If there's anything I can get you, please let me know. I just sent that on Sunday. I got 7 orders. People said, oh yeah, Molly, thanks for the reminder. Here's my order for you. So text is wonderful to me because it's not invasive. And if they had had that then, my business probably would have grown a lot quicker because I wasn't growing so quick. So if you're shy, we don't have excuses anymore because it's not always here. It's not always face to face. Everybody looks at their texts before emails. I don't know if y'all are like me, but if you ain't keyed into my phone, you got to leave a message first because I'm not talking to you, teller, whatever you are, people who are trying to fool me with a local number and get me to buy something from you. That is not happening. So, I just feel like a lot of people feel that way, but if you're texting them, I think that's really cool. So I do that with all my customers who chose to be text. And yes, I ask them. I always ask a new customer when they come on. I love to send reminders, but what I like to do is remind you your way. So I offer email, text, and a phone call. Which one would you prefer? And some people have said, Molly, I'm good because when I want something, as soon as I get that book, I'm going to let you know. And you know what? I respect it. I don't. Those people, I have like 10 people who say, you sent your cards too early. I will call you if I need something. Okay, I'm sorry. Won't send them early anymore. But I did. So as life goes on, things change. I mean, and nothing changes if nothing changes. I love that saying. So think about what will fit into your mojo. Where is your life? I mean, many of you have other jobs. Some of you are retired. You're looking for the extra income. Some of you have your kids and your grandkids, and I can't dictate your life any more than Avon could dictate my life. And that is the key of boss life. It is that you get to choose how you want to run this business, how much money you want to make, how hard you want to work, how much fun you want to have, and if you want this to feel like work, or you enjoy the growth of this, and you let yourself grow as a person and as a business person. I always tell people, when you're not having fun, something's wrong. We got to talk then, because you need to have fun, because this is a fun business.
Right.
We have things like the candles that we have. I was an avid Yankee Candle addict. Let me be honest, I was. And I admit it. And even Michael Senstack, our director of fashion and home, when we came out with candles, I said, dude, I don't even know what to tell you, because you know I love Yankee Candle, and I've told you that a million times. And he said, just wait till you smell our candles. And I thought, yeah, Yankee's been around forever. I don't think so. And I have to tell you, Yankee Candle, they probably lost something in their stocks because I quit buying, okay? Because I love our candles. They're amazing. They're affordable. And what they're doing now with things like campfire s'mores, pumpkin apple cider, vanilla cream brulee, falling leaves. Yankee, you ain't got nothing on Avon, because we are here. And now what they're bringing, let me tell you, fourth quarter, I used to be part of the Yankee Candle, what do they call it? Advent tea light candles they had. I mean, I paid bank for that the past couple of years. I think it was like $49.99 for a different tea light candle. Why? So I could smell it for 2.5 hours. Don't judge me. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Thank you. But the point is, we have that this year. Now, Avon does the 12 days of Christmas. When you see them start coming out, I love it, because it's like 12 big selling days. We have a tea light Advent candle. I just love Avon. Can I tell you that not only can I use that, but now, because I have shared this Yankee Candle story with all my customers, now I'm like, I'm going to save you money. Here you go. You can be Miley yourself for 12 days, or you can buy 2. And you can have, just pretend like it's another 12 days. So I think that they really pay attention. And there again, I pay attention. When I go to somebody's house, if they have candles around, I know what I need to turn them on to. I need to show them what we have. Sometimes something will happen and I will get candles out of the outlet because the seasons, and I will actually get a candle for like my price, like $4 or $5, and I will gift it with an order to a customer to say, look what we got, and I want you to try this. They burn so evenly. It is a great scent. I hope you like this. Let me know. Those are things that you get the customer thinking differently, and you say, you know what? I am investing in this customer who is already my customer. I'm just introducing them to a product they've never really thought of using from Avon before. So, oh, and they're also going to have, let me show you, they're going to have these little strips here that talk about what's coming for the holiday for the candles, and they're going to be able to scratch and sniff. Yankee ain't got that. You got to go in. Well, yeah, they do. They do in the books. But by the time they get to you, you know, you can't really smell them, so it doesn't matter. But I love this. Our candles are just perfect. Unlimited demos on all new 7 candles. There's no limit. Get as much as you want. The jewelry, we have sterling silver jewelry. They're doing something different with fundraising this year. We are going to have the little motif candles that in these that you can do fundraisers. People are tired of buying wrapping paper. They're tired of buying candy that we wish tastes like a Hershey almond bar, but it doesn't, because it's that old spin-off chocolate, and you pay $8 for something that should cost $2. But when you have something new and exciting, like a candle set, this is pretty amazing. You'd be surprised, the churches, the schools, not to mention Kirby. Kirby is our fundraising animal this year. Kirby is 50% and $19.99. So not only can the organization get this, maybe to donate to somebody else, but they can make 50%. So I love the fact that Avon just keeps on giving. The other thing is with these What's News, you have a bunch of success stories in here, people telling you what they're doing with stuff. So this is kind of almost like my Bible, tells you what the new A-Box is that's coming. A-Box is so that you know when a customer places a $40 order, they can spend $10 more and they can get a box. In this case, this one's worth $33. Earrings, nail polish, lipstick, hand cream. It just, you know, sometimes it doesn't get any better than this, and people don't realize these are great gifts. Always turning my customers on to things like that. So we've learned follow-up, and we've talked brochures. And I guess the other thing that I think would be really important for today is making sure that you have your goals. Know what you want. Now, Kickstart, guys, for most of you who either you're already through the Kickstart or you're getting ready to go through it. Even if you signed up with the $10. So people who signed up for the $10 kit, you kind of get the double whammy here. I kind of liking that for y'all, because not only can you, if you produce in 3 campaigns, total orders of $500 or more in those first 3 campaigns without missing a campaign, if you do that and pay for your orders, you're going to earn the $100 kit, which has over $400 worth of products in it that you can sell at whatever price you want in the book. I love that you can do that if you perform. Some will, some won't, okay? But you also have the Kickstart. If you follow the Kickstart for the first 7 campaigns and you meet any of the goals here, you are the only representatives on the planet who earn 40% on everything. Even this 14-year chick right here does not earn 40% on everything, because home and fashion is 20%, unless you're President's Club or above, and then it moves up to 25%. So almost everything in the book is you can earn up to 40%. And if you're President's Club or above, you have the possibility of earning up to 45 and 50%. But 40% is unheard of, except for home and fashion. So think about it. If you can wear it besides jewelry, because jewelry is up to 40% too, even our watches. So if you've come back from selling before, watches used to be a 20% product, not anymore. They're 40% just like everything else. So you have the opportunity, if you meet the 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, $400 sales goals, that you can earn 40%. And when you're doing that, it should be because you're expanding your customer base. And the more customers you get, the more your orders are going to grow. So some of you are sitting there, I can see it. You're like, yeah, got to expand my customer base. Got to get more customers. But you really need to say, how many customers do you want each campaign? If you have the brochures, let's say that you got 50 brochures in a campaign. You got 2 weeks. Let's say you have 5 customers. So you got 45 more brochures that you can share. Grocery stores, banks, your kids' schools, playgrounds. Be like your crazy upline right here and have them ready for the drive-through. And when they hand you your McDouble or whatever you're getting, or your coffee in the morning, hand them that. They'd smile at them and say, I'd love to share an Avon brochure with you. Sometimes I give them samples. You do not know how many fast food joints, I'm telling on myself, that I deliver. I will have 4 orders and say, okay, Molly's here with the orders. They all order from me. I find the day that they all work together, and I go in and say, your total's this, 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 and this. What day can I come to deliver everything? And they work it out, and they all get their orders. I built my business everywhere I went. I am an equal opportunity customer grabber, okay? That's what I am. If there is a, well, not literally, but sometimes. But I'm telling you, if there's a customer to be grabbed, I wanted that customer to be mine. Do you know why? Pure and simple. I had 2 sons who depended on me. And when I lost my home and I lost their bedrooms, and I didn't know how I was going to pay for my son's graduation or his prom, and I was getting no other help, I still wasn't making my bills on what I was making, not with the paper route, not with my job. And I don't know, I just felt like a complete loser. I knew I made the right decision to leave the bad circumstance, but I didn't want my sons to know that I had to stay where we were at, because it wasn't good and it wasn't their fault. And I looked at Avon as an opportunity to make some things right. And I told myself I wanted, and I didn't give myself a big goal. Remember, I had other jobs. And by the way, I had other jobs for the first 7 years of my 14-year career with Avon. I worked a full-time job, and you'll be happy about this. Only for the first year did I have to do the paper route, and then I gave up that paper route that was killing me. I hated getting up all the time and never sleeping. I was a mean person sometimes. Oh my gosh, I hate not getting sleep. And I was able to give that up, but I had to keep my full-time job. I had to make sure I could pay my bills. Look, when I started Avon, they were coming to take my van. They said, sister, we ain't playing no more. You're almost 3. You're 3. I was going on 3 within a week. And I remember begging the guy, I know I'm 3 payments behind. Please, 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 can you give me 2 weeks? Give me 2 weeks and I will have 1 payment, please. And I told myself I was going to find 3 new customers a campaign. And you know what? I did that for 18 campaigns. I talked to people until I got 3 new orders. Not just people who said they were interested. I said, when they placed an order, I found a customer. They were established. So I just didn't want those of you who don't know me, I didn't want you thinking that I was just some chick who had life good and was looking for something you know, that looks a little fun. Let's become an Avon representative. Let's be the Avon lady. And I didn't need the money because I had someone taking care of me and paying all my bills. Was not the case at all. I was broke. I was lost everything. I had no savings. And I believe that when you want it bad enough, it can happen. But it doesn't happen overnight, because I'm not going to be the one who lies to you either. So if you think you're going to come in 7 campaigns and you're going to make $2,000 or $3,000, I'm not going to tell you it can't happen, but you're going to have to work your tail off to do that. But I remember when I made enough money to buy my kid a pizza, and they hadn't had pizza in a month and a half because I couldn't afford it. And I said, pizza money. You can even get the ultimate supreme. It's all good. We can get it. That was so thrilling to me that I gave something back. So what are your goals? How are you going to do it? And are you going to hold yourself to those goals? That's what I would tell you. Because you know what? There were times I didn't meet it, especially after those first 18 years. There were times I didn't meet it. But I had to be the person that said, you know what? I got to get back to this. I know what I want. That's why I started building a team. Somebody told me that there was a $500 bonus involved if I decided to build a team. And I said, where do I sign up? $500? You say you're going to help me? It's all good. I love that. Now I have a team of 800 representatives all over the United States. I am in this little rinky-dink town in Maryland, and I got a team who does $1.7 million worth of Avon a year. Are you kidding me? I made $8.25 an hour, people. $8.25 an hour is all I ever made in the real world. So you can, but you've got to be willing to put the actions behind it. The other thing I want to remind you about is, now if you got the $10 kit, I don't think you got an order book, okay? I don't think you did. A receipt book. If you bought the $25, $50, or $100 and you're on here, you got one of these bad boys. I need you to know that for those of you who are getting welcome kits from me, and I'm still in the process of doing them, I'm sending you some of these order forms. They're basically exactly like what I'm showing you, except these cost me money, but I think you're worth it, so it's okay. Because I did not know Avon wasn't sending order books, but these are order forms. And the reason these are important is there's this little amount right here that says 75 cents. That is what we call in Avon a handling fee. We are allowed to collect that from each customer. Matter of fact, I charge $1.50. I do. Inflation, gas prices, all of that good stuff. But when I have to deliver an order, I charge a handling fee, and any customer who buys Avon, they know they have to pay a handling fee. And by the way, we're the cheapest one in town, whether it's $75 or $1.50. Do not forget, if you're collecting money from your customers, do not forget to collect that fee. That fee helps you offset the shipping fee that you get from Avon. You know, whether you're paying $5.95 for your order or $6.95, think of it this way. If you have 10 customers and you're charging 75 cents, let's just take the bottom one, 75 cents a campaign, or I'm sorry, a customer. That's $7.50, and Avon only charged you maybe $6.95, whatever. So it's offsetting your shipping. I have a lot of people who say, I don't charge my customer that, and I know this. You don't have to. It's your business. But I'm here to help you make money, not to help you be a nice guy, okay? Because being too nice sometimes, and I don't think you're in this to stay poor, that's for sure. So make sure you're charging that fee when you see, hey, Kathy, can you mute your phone, baby?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you put your mute on? I know your phone's moving. There we go. We're good. Thank you, baby. That's okay. It's, when you weren't moving around, it was fine. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can hear her. I can hear her. Okay, we're all good. We're all good, baby. So don't forget to charge that. So, and look, because I was gone for a little over a week at RevFest, I cannot believe our team has been just killing it, okay? I've got 65 new welcome packets to get out in a 2-week period. That's crazy. That's crazy. Our team has grown by that much. So if you haven't gotten one yet, I need you to do me a favor. When you're sending me an email, or if you send it, send me another one. If you have not gotten a welcome packet from me yet, and I haven't talked to you in the last 48 hours, I need you to let me know, because one of two things has happened. Either it's been like Linda Church and it's on its way back to me again because they did deliver it, or, yeah, I know, I just have to laugh. 3 times the charm. Oh my God. Or it hasn't been done yet because I haven't gotten your name on the list yet, and I'm working on it. I'm working down. So I want to make sure that I at least know I've got one coming to you, that we haven't missed you in the pack, because what I send you is really good information. And also I send you the same thing in an email. There's a bunch of attachments, but I'm that girl who says, sometimes I just like to have the stuff in my hand to look at and go back to without looking up the email. So I send it to you by email also, and I send it to you by snail mail. The other thing I put in these packets is I'm sending you a business card that talks about campaign mailer. Very self-explanatory. You know, know how you like those customers who really love to look at the brochure, but they live too far away. You can't deliver a brochure to them. So if they order through your online store, they can ask Avon to send them one for free. But let's say they don't, but you want them to get a brochure every campaign. Campaign mailer mails out all my brochures for me for a small cost, price of the brochure, and then the postage, and they do this for reps all over the country. So, and there's not a minimum. It's not like it's got to be, well, if you have 20 people or more. If you have 5 people that you know love Avon that live in different parts of the U.S. and you want them to get a brochure because you know they would order from you if they got that brochure, use this service. It's a write-off. It's a tax write-off for you. Anything that you use for your business, you want to keep that. But I send you that card so you can go read about it, because I don't want you to miss the sales for people who live too far for you to deliver, and you know they're not going to go to your website and page through the book because they like your upline who just like to page through the book in their lap while they watching TV, drinking their glass of wine or whatever it is they drink, and you know they're those people. This is a tool that will help you do that, because if you go to mail that brochure out yourself, it's going to cost you like $2 and something, as heavy as it is. It's not going to cost you that much with them. Because they do it for so many reps, they do it and it's bulk mail for them to send out, and they will do that for you. So I want to make sure you get that card in your hand too, because I really wish I didn't find them until I had been in Avon for about 9 years. And if I had had them before, man, I think I could have had a whole lot more customers who would have ordered from me online. So I want to make sure you get that. So you're going to tell me, were you on this live or were you watching the replay? Because the replay will be sent to you sometime this week. You're going to say, Molly, I got a welcome packet from you in the mail. Or maybe you say, Molly, I got your email with all the stuff, but I haven't gotten the packet yet. I need to know, because it's taken the mail service about a week to get stuff back to me. And if you haven't, I need to check, because I document your accounts when I mail them out. And I want you to get this stuff, because if I had had this, it would have helped me be more successful sooner. So I want you to be more successful sooner, okay? So let me know that. And if you need anything, we know most of you have other mentors besides me. You got somebody you signed up under. It might be Becky, might be Linda, might be Tammy, might be Brenda. We have all these leaders, Sharon. But I'm kind of like your grandma, great grandma, maybe your mommy in Avon. I'm that person too. So you can reach out to me anytime you need me. You got a question, you can't get a hold of your upline. This is what I do. You all are my people, okay? You my tribe here, and it's up to me to make sure you get what you need. So if there's something you can't find and don't feel you're looking in the right place, you need to let me know, need to let your uplines know. So we're here for you. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we have our sales call where we just kind of, you know, that new stuff I just showed you. We have this and more of it. Everything that's new that's coming out in the next couple of campaigns, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how to move it. If you can't be on it because you like, I just listened to this lady for an hour. I'm not going to listen to this lady for another hour tonight. I'm not doing it. That's okay because I YouTube that too, and I'm going to send that to you too. So if you can't be on it live, it's okay. But you'll see on the replay, again, it's going to say, do this if you were on the sales call, okay? And then you're going to do it because those things I show you, I send them out as raffles. Those products, they all go out as raffles, okay? So we want to make sure you're a part of that too. This is open to you every single week, free of charge. It's the same time every Monday night. Even if you end up that your 15 campaigns pass, as long as you feel like something I'm sharing with you is something that you need and can learn from, you don't have to be new. You're always welcome to the training. If you're not part of our Facebook group, you need to be a part of it. You ain't got to pick up on all the drama of Facebook. Just say, nope, I'm going to see Team Onward's group. That's all I'm doing. Team Onward is what you're going, and that's all part of the packet too. But answer, there's 3 questions that it asks you before you can join. Answer those questions, ask to be a part of the Team Onward, because if you want stuff fresh like that, as soon as I find out about it, I post it in that group for you. And I'd like you guys to be in the know, and that's the best way right now with social media to be in the know, okay? So that's all I got for you tonight. Hope to see you next Monday. Many of you I will see on the sales call after this. If there's something you want to go back and listen to again, you'll have the replay as soon as we get that up in the next few days, and we will email that to you, okay?
How many, Molly?
Oh, yes.
How many campaigns do you have to make President's Club, and what is the total amount you have to make?
Well, you have 26 campaigns, but it's all according when you join, Linda, okay? Like, for instance, if you come in 15, you only have until campaign 26 to make it. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Like, you have 1 through 26. Back in the day, it used to be campaign 8 through 7, and that never made any sense to me, but that's how they did it. But now it's 1 through 26. You have to sell $10,000 or more worth of products, which averages out to be about $389 an order. But keep in mind, when you get things like 4th quarter, Easter, Valentine's Day, all of that, most of the times our orders soar. A normal order for me is like $1,400 a campaign. My orders at Christmas will be $2,300, $2,600. They will double because everybody's buying for the holidays. I have seen people start in campaign 16 and make President's Club by the end of campaign 26. Think about this too. New reps, you don't know this yet. Now, if you went to Rep Fest, campaign 19 is double dollars. So if you do an $800 order, they're going to give you $1,600 in award sales. But in campaigns 22 through 26, whatever your highest campaign is during that time, they are giving every representative double the award sales in your highest campaign. So you won't really know what that is until the end of campaign 26. But let's say 25, you did $1,000. Woo! You would end up getting $2,000 in award sales. You don't get paid for $2,000, but they're trying to help you make. I know, don't we wish? I know, really. I was just thinking about that. Like, oh my God, that would be awesome. But no, it doesn't happen. But it can help you get closer to President's Club, okay? Now, if you make it in 26, think about this. You have President's Club the entire next year if you make it. Yes, you have to make it again in that next year in order to have it in the following year. But some of you are going to say, it's campaign 26. You know, I only did $7,000 worth of sales. Well, number one, don't act like that's not something great when you're starting in 17, 18, 19, 20. That's fabulous. You may not be President's Club, but know that when campaign 1 starts, you have that full time to make it. I've seen people make it in 10. I've seen people make it in 12. The key is to make it In the first campaign, you can, and then you have it the entire next year again. That means guaranteed 40% earnings on everything except home and fashion, and your 20% home and fashion goes up to 25. So even if you have an off campaign and you only sell $300 because something in life happened, you would still earn 40% and 25%. That's what President's Club is all about. That, getting more demos, that kind of stuff, getting special offers. So always make sure it's a good thing to make, and don't count yourself out yet. I don't care how new you are. If you set goals and you go achieve those goals, you can make that happen, okay? Especially with this doubling of the campaign. So does that answer your question, Linda?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so anything you need in the meantime, know that you can post in the group. If Lee is answering the questions, Lee is my husband. He knows just as much, sometimes more. He's my numbers man. He does this full time with me. So we are in there. Our leaders are in there. Everybody helps everybody in there. So we welcome to answer whatever you need and to help you in any way we can. The only thing I'm not going to do is do the work for you. I do draw a line there, but anything else, I will be more than happy to help you with, okay? So many of you, I'll see you in an hour. And if not, if I don't, hopefully I'll see you next Monday, same time, and we'll talk about some new stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, have a great
Thank
day.
you.
It's perfect.